I made some changes after I watched Julia Serving to the game myself.
Yeah, just from studying.
And I see there are videos of me on my you understand, you're an athlete, right?
Yes. Yeah, well, I was. Yeah.
But you understand mechanics.
Yes.
So what I see in Caitlin Clark's jump shot, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's a two-step jump shot. And the way she skips into it, I can really appreciate. I'm the first person that
What you're listening to is not casual commentary or surface-level praise. It's the analysis of someone who has spent more than 50 years studying basketball mechanics at the highest level. A person who understands not just what goes in, but why it goes in. When he talks about Caitlin Clark, he's not describing highlights. He's breaking down invisible details that most fans never notice. The skip step, the gooseneck release, the subtle slant in her foot positioning. To the untrained eye, these might look like stylistic quirks. To someone who understands shooting mechanics, they are the foundation of greatness. These elements aren't random habits. They are deliberate, repeatable technical choices that separate elite shooters from everyone else who merely looks good in warm-ups. Shooting at the highest level is about efficiency, repeatability, and margin for error. Caitlin Clark's mechanics reduce error at every stage of the shot. That's why a veteran analyst doesn't hesitate to place her in rare company. And here's what makes the statement so striking. Only a handful of players in basketball history have truly mastered this exact combination of mechanics. We're not talking about great scorers. We're talking about shooters whose form holds up under extreme pressure, distance, and defensive chaos. The names that come up are Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, and now Caitlin Clark. That's not hyperbole. That's mechanical comparison. Kobe was obsessive about foot placement, balance, and release consistency. Durant's length allows him to shoot over contests, but his mechanics are pristine. Caitlin Clark belongs in that conversation because she combines elite mechanics with extreme shot difficulty. She's not just shooting spot-ups. She's pulling from deep range, off movement under pressure, with defenders already closing before the ball leaves her hands. When a 56-year veteran of the game puts her name alongside legends, it's not because of hype. It's because the film doesn't lie. Mechanics don't care about narratives. They either work or they don't. And Caitlin Clark's shot works at a level that demands serious technical respect. To understand why, you have to break the shot down piece by piece. That's exactly what we're about to do.
There's only a few people I've ever seen to do it and really get it right.
Right.
Durant tries it, but doesn't look smooth as when Kobe Bryant does it, or the way Peja Stojakovic used to do it. But Caitlin Clark does it so smoothly. I'm talking about where there's a little skip right before her feet plant.
Yeah.
And she brings the ball here, and it's here before her feet actually leave the ground. And it's a two-step motion with a gooseneck release. Kobe Bryant, there's only a few people in history that can really get that two-step jump shot with your feet are off to the left a little bit. Sometimes your right leg lands in front of you. There's only a few people who've been able to do that and make it look organic. And Clark.
Now we get into the details most analysis never reaches. That 1-2 step isn't just about rhythm. It's about controlled chaos. Caitlin Clark catches on one, plants on two, and has the ball in her shot pocket before the hop even completes. That's 3 perfectly timed movements happening in under a second. Most shooters rely on a simple hop. Both feet leave together. Both feet land together. Shoot. It's clean but predictable. Caitlin adds an extra layer. That 1-2 step disrupts defensive timing. Defenders expect the hop immediately. Instead, they hesitate for a split second, and that's all she needs. More importantly, it allows real-time adjustment. If the defender closes hard, she subtly alters her body angle mid-motion. If they pull up, she flows directly into the shot. This is not repetition alone. This is decision-making at full speed. It's shooting fused with cognition. Her mechanics allow her brain to solve problems without breaking form. That's what separates elite shooters from volume shooters. Anyone can make shots in rhythm. Very few can maintain form while adapting on the fly. That's why her shot holds up under pressure. The system is flexible without being sloppy. That's incredibly hard to achieve.
She also has this thing she does where she flicks. She has several different releases. I don't know if people are paying attention. And her skill set is like no other. I've argued with people about A'ja Wilson, and because everybody calls her the best in the league.
Right.
There's no way possible that she has anywhere near the skill set Clark has. And the way they defend Clark automatically makes her the best person ever.
This is where the conversation becomes controversial, and it's important to be precise. When he says there's no comparison between A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark in terms of skill set, he's not disrespecting A'ja Wilson. He's not talking about overall greatness, value, or impact. He's talking strictly about offensive mechanics and shot creation complexity. A'ja Wilson is a dominant force, a 2-time MVP, One of the most complete players the WNBA has ever seen. Her footwork in the post, her strength, her touch around the rim. Elite. But that's a different type of skill. Caitlin Clark's offensive package operates in a completely different mechanical universe. Shot creation from deep range, off movement, under constant defensive pressure, requires a level of technical precision that very few players in basketball history possess. That's the distinction being made. Not who's better overall, but whose skill set is mechanically more complex. Defensive schemes tell the story. Teams don't trap players at half court unless they have to. They don't send two defenders 30 feet from the basket unless the threat is existential. Caitlin Clark forces defenses to abandon traditional coverage. Switching everything, blitzing on catches, overextending rotations. Those are admissions of danger. Defenses are essentially saying, we'd rather give up something else than let her operate normally. That alone validates the argument. Basketball is a chess match, and when one piece forces the entire board to warp around it, you're dealing with a rare offensive weapon. This is an opinion. It's behavior. Coaches don't panic unless the skill set demands it.
She's getting the ball. She's going to do a 1-2 step, okay? This is what that guy was talking about, okay? A little fake, 1-2, bang, bang, and then shoot it, okay? That's the 1-2 step. This is not necessarily exactly what he was talking about, but it's a part of what he was talking about. I just kind of want to break it down because her actual 1-2 hop step is kind of a rare thing a little bit. So no matter if it's off the dribble or a standstill jump shot, that is what this is. That's when somebody pass you the ball, you don't do anything but pull.
Slow motion breakdowns reveal what casual viewers miss entirely. Start with the feet. They're not square to the basket like youth coaches teach. They're slanted slightly left. This is intentional and advanced. For a right-handed shooter, that slant aligns the shooting elbow directly with the rim and shortens the path from shot pocket to release. Every elite shooter does this. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Ray Allen. The list is long. Square feet force the elbow to travel across the body, adding time and inconsistency. Pre-rotation eliminates that problem before it exists. Then there's the right leg landing slightly ahead of the left. To amateurs, it looks like imbalance. In reality, it's elite biomechanics. That staggered stance means her hips are already rotating toward the basket at release. Power flows from legs to core to arm without requiring a high jump. That's why she doesn't need to elevate dramatically. Her body generates power efficiently. Less jump means faster release. Faster release means less contest. Less contest means higher percentage. Everything is optimized. Nothing is wasted. Caitlin Clark doesn't rely on athleticism to bail her out. She relies on mechanics so refined that even under pressure, the shot stays pure. That's not just talent. That's mastery.
Mechanics are still there, all right? This is the 1-2. She had the 1-2. She did the 1. She caught the ball on the 1. The 2 is coming, okay? Right here, the 2 is coming. Once that 2 come, boom. She pulling up in the same mechanics. Right at the shot pocket, coming up, flicking the wrist, knocking it down, okay? Here go another one. 1-2. You saw that? She caught it. 1-2, then pull it, okay? So this is a part of what he's talking about. We're going to get into exactly what he's talking about, though. And as you can see, remember he brought up that right leg lands in front of the other leg. That's this right here. That's what you're seeing. You see that right leg in front of this? And it's because she's slanted. That elbow is lined up with the rim, okay? And we're going to talk about the elbow, where the hand placement is. We're going to talk about all that. Here go another one. Little fake.
The two-step jump shot with the skip that's being described is one of the most misunderstood mechanics in basketball. Most people assume it's just fancy footwork or personal flair. It's not. It's a fully integrated mechanical system that begins before Caitlin Clark even touches the ball. Shooting doesn't start at release. It starts in preparation. Watch her highlights closely and you'll notice the same sequence over and over. That subtle skip just before her feet set. The ball already positioned perfectly in her shooting pocket before she leaves the ground. Her body is ahead of the defense before the defense even realizes the shot is happening. Both feet land slightly left, with her right leg subtly forward. None of this is accidental. This is the result of thousands of repetitions creating a frictionless path from catch to release. That skip serves multiple purposes. It sinks her upper and lower body. It times the shot rhythmically with the catch. And most importantly, it allows her to load power without stopping momentum. Many shooters need a pause. Caitlin doesn't. Her motion flows continuously, which makes her shot harder to contest and easier to repeat. Then there's the gooseneck release. The wrist snap at the top of the shot where the hand finishes in that distinctive swan-like shape. This detail alone separates great shooters from good ones. Kobe Bryant spent years consciously training this exact wrist action. Kevin Durant benefits from it naturally due to his length. Caitlin Clark executes it at 6 feet tall from 25 to 30 feet out, with defenders draped over her body. That's where the difficulty becomes extreme. Distance magnifies mechanical flaws. Defensive pressure magnifies them even more. Yet Caitlin's release remains consistent. The wrist finishes the same way. The ball comes off the same fingers. The arc remains stable. That consistency under stress is the hallmark of elite mechanics. This isn't just skill, it's engineering. Every movement is optimized to reduce wasted motion. And when everything lines up, feet, hips, elbow, wrist, you get a shot that holds up in the worst possible conditions. That's why defenders panic. They know they're already late before the shot even starts.